All-out attack. Modified drones. Ukrainian special forces drop bombs on Russian troops' targets. Russian troops have been slammed for their lack of fraternity as shocking footage appeared to show 3 of Vladimir Putin's men leaving a 4th stranded after being hit by a seeming Ukrainian strike, shared online by Mikhail Golub, who advocates for support for war-torn Ukraine on social media. The video sparked a discussion about the Russian soldiers' ethics. Mr. Golub wrote on Twitter, "Outstanding Russian fraternity, to leave their comrade dying after a drone attack." Commenting on the clip, Berlin-based Eastern Europe expert Serge Sumleny said, "Russian soldiers don't even try to help their wounded comrade. Says so much about the morale of this rapist's army." Others, however, pointed out the 4th man might not be dead, while the 1st seems to be carrying a body. Several still moving around in the trench. Looks like the first one moving out is carrying another person/orc. And the one at the end that drops down got something from the first escapee. Although there is no bad side to bombing the shit out of uniformed Russians, and any health condition and circumstance, they behaved rationally. The footage emerged just a week after a video of an apparent Ukrainian attack on a Russian military base in occupied Crimea made rounds the world over, with many questioning how long Putin can sustain a devastating conflict that is about to hit the 6-month mark. When a string of blasts destroyed the Black Sea base last Tuesday, with Russian holidaymakers forced to flee from nearby beaches, the Russian Defense Ministry was quick to say the explosions had been caused by the accidental detonation of ammunition, and that no aircraft had been damaged. But Moscow's losses in the invasion of its neighbor are increasingly difficult for the Kremlin to hide. While it is impossible to confirm the exact volumes of destroyed equipment and casualties, the estimates are chilling. Colin Kahl, the U.S. Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, discussed the figures during a briefing at the Pentagon last week. He said, "I think it's safe to suggest that the Russians have probably taken 70,000 or 80,000 casualties in less than 6 months. They have made some incremental gains in the east, although not very much in the last couple of weeks, but that has come at extraordinary cost to the Russian military." The large losses, Mr. Kahl said, are due to how well the Ukrainian military has performed and all the assistance the Ukrainian military has got. The official's remarks came as the Biden administration announced a new $1 billion military aid package for Kyiv, the largest batch of arms sent to Ukraine since Washington began proving lethal weapons to the country more than 5 years ago. In July, CIA Director William Burns said Moscow had suffered around 60,000 casualties, including 15,000 troops killed in action. Other estimates have placed Russian losses at around 20,000 so far, with 5,000 of those reported to be mercenaries of the Wagner Group. The group, a private military company active in Ukraine, Syria, and some African countries, deployed 1,000 mercenaries to eastern Ukraine since Russia's war began in late February, British intelligence noted. Meanwhile, watch a video of a rogue Russian armored vehicle driving over a Ukrainian-planted anti-tank mine in Donetsk, Oblast. The video clip shows a crew of a Russian BMP-1 infantry fighting vehicle taking what appears to be a safe route before driving over a Ukrainian anti-tank mine. The Russian tank was obliterated in Yakovlivka, a region in Donetsk Oblast, and surprisingly many of the Russian troops appear to have survived, as they can be seen running from the vehicle after the mine detonated. Ukraine has been gifted with top-of-the-range military weapons from NATO-aligned countries in order to and win the war against Russia. Peace talks between the two neighboring countries have halted as the fighting intensifies. The Russian military tank starts to drive between two bombed-out Russian tanks. As the Russian tank begins to drive off-road, onto the grass it picks up speed, before driving directly over an anti-tank mine laid by Ukrainian forces. An instant explosion consumes the Russian tank in a cloud of thick gray smoke as debris flies out in multiple directions in the open field-like space. Multiple Russian soldiers begin to stream out of the tank and begin to run for their lives. It is still unknown how many casualties the anti-tank mine caused. Defense Secretary Ben Wallace said, "This latest tranche of military support will enable the armed forces of Ukraine to continue to defend against Russian aggression and the indiscriminate use of long-range artillery. Our continued support sends a very clear message. Britain and the international community remain opposed to this illegal war and will stand shoulder to shoulder, providing defensive military aid to Ukraine to help them defend against Putin's invasion."